Hi, in this video I will show you how to merge data sets in Stata. So I'm going to start with the data set that has total homicides by Mexican state by year. So let's type browse to see what this data set looks like. So ENT is the indicator for state. So as you can see, we're going from state 1 to all the way to state 32. And so for each state, I have total homicides from the year 2000 to the year 2015. And what I want to do is create a homicide per 100,000 inhabitant rate, so homicide rate. But in order to do this, I have to merge in population data from another data set. So in order to do that, I need the merge command, and specifically I'm going to use mmerge. And then I need to tell Stata which variables I want to merge on. So I want it to link up observations based on ENT, the state, and the year. And then I have to tell it using which data set I want to merge onto. So actually, in order to find the location of the data set, I'm just going to go back and click on my do file and retype in mmerge ent here using, right, I can't remember off the top of my head this entire directory. So I know that this is saved in data and that the data set that I want to use is called entfed data.dta. And then I hit enter. All right, and so as you can see, now all of these variables have been merged on, right, from this other data set. And notice that there's this new variable at the end called underscore merge. So let's take a look at what that is. Okay, so here's our new data. And so notice that there's some MIPSing observations here from this new data set. And so this new variable at the end, underscore merge, tells us something about what has merged, so what variables exist, or I guess what observations exist in both data sets, and which exist in only one data set and not the other, and vice versa. So tab, oops, wrong thing. So tab underscore merge, okay, this is the indication of what these variables are. And then let's do no label so that we can get an idea of how they're actually coded. So underscore merge a value of 3 means that the unit exists in both the master and the using data, so in both data sets. A value of 1 means that it only exists in your initial data set, and a value of 2 means that it only exists in the data set that you use to merge. So basically in this example, this is happening because not all years are covered in both data sets. So if I type tab year merge, this clearly shows me what's going on, right? So the 3s, the values that exist in both, where there is both homicide and population data, well, my homicide data set only went from 2000 to 2015. Right, so this is what's happening here, and it turns out that my data set with the population data goes from 1994 to 2012. So this means that for 1994 to 1999, I have population data, but I don't have homicide data. And from 2013 to 2015, I have homicide data, but I don't have population data. So I can only use this range where I have both homicide and population data. So I'm going to drop if underscore merge does not equal 3. So basically, I want to drop the observations where merge equals 1 or it equals 2. And so what I'm left with are now observations where I have both homicide and population data. Now, you might not always want to drop observations that don't appear in both data sets. There are reasons why you might want to keep both around. But in this case, because we're only interested in calculating a homicide rate, the data that are only useful to me are those that exist in both data sets. So one final note, hopefully this has been useful. The observations on, or the variables on which you're matching, do not have to be unique. So for example, if I have labor force data from the years 2000 to 2005, And so this could be on hundreds of thousands or in fact millions of individuals. Then I want to link each of those individuals to the homicide rate in the state in which they live and the year in which they appear in the data. And so that means a number of individuals will get assigned the same homicide data, and that's fine. And mMerge can work for that as well. mMerge will also tell you, right, which of your original data set, let's say that is your labor force data, doesn't appear in the homicide data. So you might have some missing states, you might have some missing years, and vice versa.